Hi everyone, today I'm going to be doing a basic makeup tutorial and I'll be starting off with the skin prep. I have my softbox lighting kit around me, so I have two softboxes and an LED light that's diagonally in front of me to my right, diagonally right. That's why it took me so long to come back, because I needed to make sure I had the space, the lighting and angles perfect. I needed them to be perfect. Sorry, bad grammar. It's good to be back. Let's get started. Okay, I'll start off with some coconut oil first. Oh, that's another thing. I'm using the back camera of this phone as well, because apparently that's good for, showing the skin colour and eye colour more accurately. So that's why I'm using the back camera. It's so much more flattering as well, in my opinion. So you can actually see that my eyes are blue now, can't you? Just going to use it on the cheeks, around the eyes, and the neck area and décolletage. So I will need to I need to get just a little bit more for around the eyes. Rub it together with the ring fingers, the gentlest pressure. I also have a mirror in front of the camera as some kind of monitor, so if my eyes do dart around, that's why, because I really like to see how I look. See, I want to make sure I'm not talking with, double chins that don't really exist, because I need to make sure my head's at the right place at all times, so that, I can actually look like I do in person without being like this. Okay. And I'll show you a little trick as well. If, if I ever get puffy under eyes or, dark circles around the eyes, this little trick that I do, although please consult a doctor or, GP for medical advice before you do this, just because, it's best to be careful. But I will show you what that trick is that I do. What I do is I take 2 tablespoons from the freezer or fridge and I put them under my eyes, and it's so soothing under the eyes. It really does take away any darkness under my eyes. Well, it's certainly most of it anyway. Oh, it's so underrated doing this actually. Just feeling the cold just freeze away the puffiness. I mean, I used them already this morning. This is just to demonstrate what I do. I just keep them under my eyes for about 1 to 2 minutes. And it makes all the difference. Although I will tell you that if you have ice on them, it can melt. You can end up melting the ice with your body temperature, and the cold water will melt onto you, and it can feel a bit cold, but it is soothing for the most part, and it gives me a sense of calm. I absolutely love it. Sorry, I'm just seeing how I look when I'm doing this. Probably look like an idiot. To anyone who might just be, skipping ahead, They might be thinking, what on earth is he doing? And I wouldn't blame them at all. In fact, from where I'm looking in the mirror, I look like an anime character with massive tears. Only because I can't see the handles from my perspective. And that's what I do, and it's so effective. In my opinion, this is better than eye cream. Really is. I absolutely love this. Look at that. And it gives me a lovely rosy glow as well. That's what I do. Just thought I'd show you that little trick there. And of course I've switched to blue. Why wouldn't I? And let's put on a bit of sparkle. It's one of my new necklaces. One of my favourites actually. Well, it has kind of a, there we go. Sometimes the back of the necklace shows up when it shouldn't. That's just because the links show up, and I don't want the links to show. I want only the decorative side to show when I'm wearing it. There we go. A sparkle. Look at that. I love how it sparkles in this light, and from the back camera it's just so much better. Next I can move on to the Cetaphil SPF 30, although I must wash my hands again. Hold on. Okay, here we go. See how much better that is, how much better the camera focuses on things compared to the front camera that I was using before. This is just way better. And I have a mirror in front of it too, so I can monitor exactly what I'm doing. I have tried to look into the, those vlogging monitors you can get, but they are magnetic, and this phone I'm using is not magnetic, so it's a bit problematic in terms of seeing exactly what I'm doing. This is the Cetaphil Daily Defense Cream SPF 50, by the way, in case you're wondering what it is. Here it is. Look how much that focuses. It just focuses on things so much better. It really does. Yes, I'm definitely happy with the back camera instead. I want everything to be in clear lighting and definition, focus. That's what I want. I don't want shadows anywhere or blur anywhere. It's just this is way better. I feel much better doing videos in this lighting and angle setup because everything just glows in all the right places. Just need to check that everything is rubbed in efficiently. Just use a bit under my eyes too, and around the eyes too. Thankfully I have a backup of this sun protection, so once this runs out I'll have another one. I really thought ahead this time. Same with the primer. I got new primer as well, so if I run out of that Oh, and I got new foundation. Wow, thought of everything. I have thought of everything this time. Lovely. And of course the ears. I almost forgot the ears. Here too. Okay, now we're ready for the primer and makeup application. Next is the Revolution Super Dewy Skin Tint that contains SPF 30, but I like to apply proper SPF underneath all of this to make sure I have adequate protection. I love how clearly you can see the writing and everything. Look at that. Okay, now I'll just look in the mirror to see what I'm doing. So if I'm not looking directly at you, that's why. I will try. Just the cheeks too, upper lip, some more on the cheeks, just so I can spread it around. Of course, some under the eyes, even though those beautiful spoons have really helped me under there. Okay. This will really help to add to that photo shoot glow. Just ring fingers under the eyes for the most delicate and gentle pressure. Also do it around the eyes too, because of the skincare benefits, because apparently this contains, I think this might contain, I think it's glycerin. There are so many ingredients to remember in everything. Although I will say I make sure I look on the Inky Decoder website to make sure that there are no icky ingredients in my skincare or makeup. Or little to no icky ingredients anyway. I like to do the research. You know, to a certain extent anyway. Even if I can't remember all of the ingredients, at least I have some idea of what's good and what's bad. Okay, look at that. Just make sure it's all rubbed in properly. There we go. That's the skin tint used. I just used a bit more of the skin tint under my eyes, and I'll mix it with some of this Revolution under eye brightener and concealer. Some of the writing is worn off. This is in the shade Fair Cool. The skin tint was in the shade Fair Neutral Cool. I mix them together because the concealer is a bit too light, so it helps to even it out by using a slightly deeper shade of foundation, well, skin tint and coverage. It can be difficult to see if I've used the correct amount of coverage because the lights can bleach everything. So I will have to check off camera as well to make sure it's all done correctly. In fact, it was fine before. I was fine before the concealer, but this is just to demonstrate something that I do sometimes with the basic makeup. So this is the optional part, basically. Just distributing it all evenly. And there we are. Next I'm going to use the e.l.f. Sheer For It blush tint in the shade Pink Positive. It's like a rosy strawberry pink. I use on the cheeks. Just go from the outer corners of the eyes and up the cheekbones to the temples. I rub this in. It helps to create a lovely glow, bit of colour on the cheeks, make the eyes pop, helps to add definition. Look at that. Just add a bit more. To really bring out that glow, and I will use the Revolution liquid highlighter in the tint called Liquid Luminous Luna. And this is Moonlit, as you can see. This colour here is Moonlit, so it's cool, which is great for cool undertones. So summers and winters, this is for you. Just one drop goes a long way. Just on the cheekbones. Creates a lovely dewy glow. Enhance that dewy glow, especially in these lights. Hair there, excuse me. And that's the blush and highlight done. So now I'll look for the mascara to really make the eyes stand out. This is the e.l.f. Big Mood Mascara in the shade Black. So dark, cool summers and all of the winters can have black mascara. Even bright springs can, you know, have a high contrast. Or you have dark hair, dark skin. I think dark blue autumns could also be okay with black mascara because they have the depth of colouring too. Just really need to look at the mirror for this. eyes are really blue now. I may need to use more concealer after this just to make sure there's nothing dark under the eyes or around the eyes. Just really helps to make the eyes stand out. I already have quite large eyes, but this really helps to bring them out. And lastly, I'm going to use two different lipsticks individually because I want to show you the two different lipsticks I like to wear. The first one is going to be the rose pink lipstick shade called Love Slick, which is Glow Revivus lipstick from e.l.f. This is how it looks. And just apply this. Do a wash of colour like this, and you can do buildable coverage with these lipsticks. Go full on and bold. This. And I will show you the red lipstick as well. This one is called Cherry on Top, and this is a cool red. Again, you can use a wash of this and wear it with red, or the other colours that are not pink or plum pink, of course. Or I can go full on. I really get it on there. My teeth look whiter actually with this lipstick, which is great. That's a good sign. Just make sure it's all applied evenly. Just making sure you can see me properly on camera. And that's the lipstick. So now what I do is I get the Studio London Superdrug by Superdrug You Setting Mist Lightweight Dewy Fix Spray, and this just adds to that dewy glow and keeps everything in place for longer. And that is the whole video done, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Please like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my content. and I will see you on the next video. Take care. Good night.